Last week, Oracle laid off 30,000 people. I'm sure that some of you all saw that on the news. Some of you may have even been impacted by that. And then I was reading an article today as I was getting my hair braided. I talked about the hair braiding in that earlier video, but as I was reading an article today that said that yes, they laid off 30,000 people last week, and this week they hired a new CFO and paid that new CFO a base salary of $975,000, and she'll get millions in incentives. And normally this kind of stuff is in the works for months and months and months and months. So I don't think that they laid off 30,000 people and then went right away to hire a CFO. It was probably all of those things were probably in the works for a while. What makes it awful is the timing. The timing of laying off the $30,000 and the 30,000 people and then coming back and hiring that CFO at almost $1 million a year plus millions of dollars in incentives. And I think it's a shame that the board allowed that to happen and nobody raised their hand to say, this is going to look kind of bad and maybe we should hold off for a little while on either of those two things, just until the dust settled a little bit, because people are feeling a little salty about that, as they should, I suppose. But what I want to get you all to remember is, listen, position yourself before you're pressured. Know your value, know your strengths, know what you bring to the table, know the impact that you're going to be able to make, know what comes natural to you so that you can walk into any job interview, any company, any negotiation of a contract and say, these are the things that I can do, and this is how I can do it, and this is how much money I want to be paid in order to do it. If you are not clear on what your natural strengths are, or you want to understand what those natural strengths are, there's a link in my bio that will take you to a career assessment or a skills assessment. And that skills assessment will help you understand what those natural strengths are. So position yourself before you are pressured to do so. It's rough out here. Companies are doing things that, they feel like they have to do. Well, we got to do what we have to do as well. Good luck.